Hello everyone, my name is Yash Arvind Singh. I am a second year engineering student at Walchand College of Engineering Sangli and my PRN number is 2015 BIT 052. Today I am here to discuss BGP protocol and how it is used in packet tracer to communicate between two autonomous networks. So let's begin with forming a simple topology consisting of host, switches and routers. I've connected the host and the switches to the routers with the automatic cable given here in the packet tracer, and I'm going to connect the two routers using a serial DCE cable and their serial ports in a similar fashion. Now I'm going to assign a static IP addresses to the host just in this way. The subnet mask, a class A network has been defined. So the subnet mask for the following network will be 255.0.0.0. Or I'll be providing with a default gateway that is 10.0.0.1. This gateway is gonna be the IP address for the following router. As you can see, this one. Now I'm gonna just provide the IP addresses to all the hosts in the system. This host is going to be provided with a IP address of different network but of same of class A. Now we have finished configuring this host devices. Now we are going to go for the assigning IP addresses to the router, and we are going to do this by using command line arguments. So first we'll have to enable the router, and this hash sign here include depicts that the router has been enabled. And now we'll enter the config mode by the following command config t. Now we are in the config mode. Mm, Now we'll be assigning IP address to this port of the router, that is FA 0 by 0, and to do that you have to use the command int FA 0/0. Now you will have to provide the IP address to the following port by using the command IP address and the following IP address. And remember, the IP address to the port FA 0 by 0 of a particular router will be the gateway provided to the rest of the host of the same network. And no shut to save settings. Now we'll enter the config mode again. So as to since we have to provide an IP address to the second port, that is serial 2 by 02, and to do that we have to follow the same set of commands se 2 by 0. Here the IP address provided will be of a different network, the network other than what you have provided to the first autonomous system and to the next autonomous system. So we are going to use a network of 20 class A network. So this should be an IP address. And no shut to save the settings. Same is gonna we are gonna do for the next router. enable router 2 config t to enter config mode in fa 0 by 0 IP address to get the IP address 0 1 and the subnet mask. Now we'll be giving the serial port of the other router an IP address. Config mode again serial to 0 IP address. Here we have provided this network as a 10 network, IP address of 10. As you can see, just a second, this network is of 10.0.0.0. Here is we have provided with another network of 20, and this network is another of 30. All are class A networks. Now we'll be defining the BGP protocol for both the routers. In BGP protocol, you basically define a router's neighbor and all the connections it has been connected to, all the networks that has been defined for it. Like in this case for router 1, 10 network and the 20 network are the networks it has been defined for or it has been connected. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go to the command line again. We'll come out, enter config mode. Now the command used to enter BGP mode for any router is router BGP, and you will have to provide a unique number for every router, and here the unique number is 10. Now we will define all the network that the router is connected to. First we will start with 10.0.0.0. The next will be 20, and now the neighbors for the router. Here basically the neighbor means the next hop that will the router take. For this router, the neighbor is this port and this port of the other router. So let's go ahead and put their IP addresses in. Neighbor remote. Here you have defined here the command changes. We have defined a neighbor, the IP addresses of the next hop, and remote AS. Here AS means autonomous system, and 20 is the BGP number of the following router, and we are gonna define that a little later in the video. We provide the other IP address too. We're done with this, and we're gonna show this. Let's have a look at what we've done. Here you can see a list of two networks given. 10 network is directly connected, fast Ethernet 0 by 0. 20 network is directly connected for serial port 12. 2 by 0. So this is nothing much informative for right now. Let's go ahead and do that the same thing for the other router. Config mode router BGP, give it the unique number 20. Now let's define the network for the following. command for the following router. The two neighbors are this port of router 1 and the other port of router 2. So let's go ahead and fill in their IP addresses. Now here we will be providing the BGP number of the first router, that is 10, and this helps us connect the two routers or rather connect the two autonomous networks. As you can see, a little message has been popped up. Now let's go ahead and do it for the other IP address too. One. Okay. Now let's have a look at what we've done so far. As you can see, nothing much has been happening. Just hold on for a minute. Okay. Yes. As you can see, a extra message has popped up in comparison with the previous one, a letter B, which is telling us that the 10 network of 10.10.0.10.0.0.0 has been connected via 20.0.0.1, which is this port, the serial port of the router 1. So now we've successfully connected the two routers. You can cross check it by going to the other router and typing in the following command. Yes. You can see here B again has popped up, which says 30.0.0.0 network has been connected via 20.0.0.2 port address, which is the address of the serial port. Now you can go ahead and test it by sending a packet from the host of 10 network to the host of 30 network. Let's try again. And you can see the message has popped up that the transfer has been successful. So this was all from my side for BGP protocol in Cisco Packet Tracer. Thank you everyone.